Hey everybody, keeping it real fishing here. Hey, I want to show you my Hatcam. You know, it seems everybody is or so many people are using these Hatcams now, and why not? You know, there's nothing more exciting than being able to see that the moment the fish strikes. You know, if you got a buddy with the camera in the boat, by the time he gets to it and turns it on, you know, the fish is already in the boat, or even if you're fishing topwater, to see that explosive topwater strike, right? I mean, that's cool stuff, man. That's what you live for when you're fishing out there. You want to relive, you know, and particularly if you get that monster fish, you know, you want to be able to see that again and again. So, yeah, so I jumped on board and I got one of these Hatcams, and I'm showing you this one because it's been discontinued, actually. It's still out there. The only place I think you can get it is actually from hatcams.com. It was available at a few other places. As it turns out, I guess they just have their last remaining inventory. And this is from a company called, I believe the company is called Camsports. Yeah, camsports.com, right there. And this is the model. You'll see it on their site. It's still available. What I did notice, though, from doing a lot of my homework before I bought one of these things, was that they are coming out with like a version 2. There's even a video on YouTube of them at the I think the CES show, and they were, you can see like they referenced the version 2 there. You can wait for that if you like, but I got nothing but good things to say about this. Hatcams.com has their own review on the unit. It's a real solid unit, and it does some things, or it has some features rather, that some of the other popular units on the market don't have. I'll just show you a couple things that I've seen on it. I haven't really dug in too deep. I'm just using the basic features of it. So there's a box that comes in, and you get a lot of different mounts, and I tell you, I'm not really well versed with all these mounts. Here's your instruction manual, actually. This, as far as I know, it's not software, it's just a manual. And it has a laser built in, which is pretty cool. It's like a leveling laser. It shoots out like a straight line. You get a bag. This is nice. You get a, this is a mini HDMI to a standard HDMI, because it has that port on it, and they give you the cable, which is really cool. A lot of electronics out there, they give you the port but they don't give you the cable. Considering how cheap HDMIs really are, there's no point in not doing it. You get a headband, which is cool. If you don't actually want to get it on like a baseball cap, which I did end up getting, I did get the Hatcam's cap. Not because it was necessary, you know, you can piece one of these mounts together yourself, but it came free with the purchase of the camera, so I said, what the hell. And you got a whole lot of other stuff in here. Let's see, what's this one? These are some basic AV cables. You definitely want to use the HDMI, obviously, if you have that capability on your TV. And you got all sorts of mounts here. This product is out of, it's Europe. I forget where exactly. Is it Spain or Ireland? I forget where, but you'll see they give you this funky connector in there, as well as the American one, so you're all set. It charges via a USB style cable, which then plugs into the other part of this, which I don't have here because it's plugged in. But similar to most cell phones, just a USB cable that plugs into the wall outlet. And we actually have a lot of those adapters here. It's a very international kind of piece. And mounts for mounting on various things. One thing I really want to show you, though, is this. This is really cool. Is that it comes with this switch. Let's see if I can take it out here for you. So you have the option to run this switch to the unit. There's a plug for that. It's just a mini USB. And so say you have this maybe mounted on the outside of your car, and you want to turn it on and off at certain points, or just any time you could think that you want to turn it on and off remotely. You don't actually want to have to physically get to it. They give you this switch, and this is, I believe, a 6-foot cord, and that's it. You know, and you got your record button right there. Very cool. You got some Velcro adhesives here. You got 2 of them. Those come apart, and that's Velcro in the middle. I like that. That's a really cool little feature, is to have that capability to turn it on remotely. Now for myself, and my intended use for it right now, as for fishing, I don't think I'm going to be using that, but it's nice to have it. definitely nice to have it. Also comes with this. I guess this is kind of like your basic mount. You know, that's for like a standard tripod mount. Okay. And then here, of course, is the camera. And let's see which way this goes. Guess like that. Okay. Now I don't even use that actually. I'm just really just using the camera itself because it has its own mount built in there, and then I just take it and I screw it onto the hat right here. There's where it on the hat. I'd like to show you what we have on the outside of the camera here. So you have this rubber lens cover, which is pretty nice. There's your lens. You see it does full 1080p. 135 degree angle. Keep your angles in mind because different cameras have different degrees as to how wide they are. There's some that are wider than this, there's some that are a little bit more narrow than this. And they all kind of have that fisheye effect, whereas at the edges, like where my finger is here or here, if you were using this camera, this would kind of be blurred and bent, you know, to give you that real wide angle. Okay, right there is actually, I'll turn it on for you, you can see this, the laser. There's on/LCD. Let's turn it on, wait 3 seconds. Okay, and then there's our laser. You can see it coming out of there. So that's a leveling laser. All right, so you can make sure this thing is exactly straight. And you could, this button up front here is the laser button. So that'll focus for you. Okay, so this one right there is for the laser, so you can turn it on and off, which is pretty cool. Let's see what else we got back here. This is a camera button. This is to take stills, which is very nice. You just have to hold it for a moment though, which is the only downside. It doesn't just take them immediately, you kind of have to hold it. There is, I believe that's your mic, or maybe that's the speaker. Yeah, I think that's the speaker. I think this is the mic right there. The mic is good too. That's one of the reasons I got this, because when I was watching videos online, the audio pickup on some of them sucks. It absolutely sucks, particularly like say like the was the GoPro. Even if it's not in the case, you know, a lot of people put it in like that weatherproof case. In there, you don't hear anything. You just don't. You just hear like clinks and clanks as it's moving around. But even when it's not in the case, the audio pickup on that one, absolutely atrocious. And it's funny to me because you're taking this great video, and yet you just totally negate any audio. Like it just doesn't make sense with what it sounds like. That's my phone. Let me see who's calling. Gonna have to get back to them in a minute. Okay, so right here, there's your light. That means that it's on. Okay. On the bottom, we have, let me flip this. Okay, there's your secondary mic in. You can add an external microphone, which is very cool. If you're not happy with the audio pickup of this one is much better than any of the others that I've seen on the market, but still it's not good. It's not like the camera I'm using right now to film was really, really good with its pickup and its noise cancellation, audio quality. These sports cams are so-so, but I found this to be the best of the bunch, right? But you can add the external mic, which is a very nice feature. And then right here is your AV out. This is also how you charge it. This is also where you would put that remote for the remote recording for the button I just showed you before. Okay, right here, here's your, well, maybe my battery's getting low. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. I think I have a low battery. I've been using it quite a bit. Right here, here's your door in the back. You just flip that down. That's going to spring open on you. You see it has the HDMI out, which is very cool. Here's your battery compartment with a little lever to get your battery out. And right here is your micro SD card slot. And we'll take that little guy out there. And what I would recommend, as per the manufacturer, is a high-class card. If this will focus, you can see that's a class 10. I don't think you need 10, but I think you need 4 or better, because one of the things is this thing has real erratic performance if you just put in a standard card. You need something obviously that's made for HD recording. So there's even a disclaimer somewhere I read from the manufacturer, because a lot of people were complaining that, oh, it doesn't work right, this thing's a piece of junk, and it was all based on the fact that the card wasn't fast enough, and it was doing all sorts of weird things that you wouldn't maybe associate with a memory card, but that's what it was. You just need to use a fast card. Okay, this is water resistant. This is not waterproof. I haven't really seen much in the way of gaskets, but this whole case is kind of rubberized, and so everything is just kind of, it seals together pretty well. Here's what really differentiates this unit from most other things on the market, apart from the laser. That's one cool thing, but right here is the real deal. You pop this off, and there's your screen. Okay, very cool. Let's turn it back on. That laser goes on automatically. You gotta turn that off. Okay, so there's your screen, and you can see the format that you're recording in. That's the amount of time you have left to record, and there's your battery life. And it's really straightforward. You can see the buttons here: play, pause, OK. This is volume up and down, also fast forward and rewind. And here's your menu system. And that is my battery going dead there. So there's some videos that I took, and you can see you could just play them right from here. I went out fishing the other day. I didn't do so well, so I didn't post it, but there's a video from the other day. Quality on this screen is so-so at best, but you have a screen, so you can review it, you can show it to somebody, and that's nice. Let's go back. To go back, you just hit this, and hit it again to get into your menu. Whoops, there's photos if we took any. Here's your system. Okay, so it's pretty very straightforward. You just go up and down, you get just your quality. You have a lot of adjustments here. So resolution, video quality, you got like high, medium, and low. Video rotation, recording mode, you know, NTSC or PAL, and to go back you just hit this guy here. Oops, I went back too far. So what's nice that you're hearing is that it gives you an audible when your battery's getting low. Now I picked up a bunch of batteries for this, but that's something you could be aware of. If you're out there fishing or doing whatever, maybe not so good if you were using this hunting. But you know when your battery's going low. You're not going to just, this thing is not going to blank out at you and you'll be like, oh, you know, when did it go dead? You know, because it's letting you know. And I'll just show you the other things that are in here real quick. Very cool. You can adjust the external mic volume. The mic built into here, you could adjust that volume. Just check it out, 1 to 7. Or you could turn it off. Motion detection, not exactly sure how that works. You could choose your TV type. You could turn that beep on and off. I like to have it on for reasons I just mentioned. Time and date stamp, language, time stamp. I wonder what that was different than the other one. Oh, that's if you want it on the screen or not during, you know, for your videos. So if you don't want to have that information on there, you could just turn it off or you can put it on. Set everything back to default. You can format your memory card. How long your LCD will stay on. I like to know that it's going off. I don't like to accidentally leave it on and drain my battery. And firmware. So that's it. You got a lot of stuff you can control. There's my audible alarm again. Let me know what's going on. And oh, I forgot to mention one of the real basics here. This is how you. It just ran out of power. Okay, but it gave me a little bit of a heads up there, which I like. And this is it. This is the 1, 2, 3. Assuming our battery was still working. When you have it on your Hatcam, all you do is just slide this forward. It would beep really loud as soon as you slid that forward to let you know it's recording. You can see it's recording with the bright orange there. And that's it. And then when you're done, you just slide it back, and it would then give you a different audible tone to let you know that it's done recording. So real simple. You don't have to go up there and look for anything. You don't have to figure out which button it is. You just feel this. It's a real big thing. Slide it. And so everything on here, in my opinion, is really well thought out. It's a nice unit. And the video quality for a little sports camera like this is good. You know, in terms of like what I'm recording it on now, like a dedicated unit, don't get your hopes up. The sensors in here are really little. They're not going to give you the quality. They're really not going to give you the low light performance, not even close. But for sports cams, they all kind of fall in the same ballpark. But this one I found to be pretty solid. It's a pretty solid unit, and again, the mic that they have in here, from what I've seen, is the best mic built in that you're going to find. If you're looking to add an external one on, you could do it, but if you just want to use this, it's really cool. Last thing I forgot to mention is that this rotates. So if you were mounting this not up like this on a, say on a hat, say if you didn't have it like this, but you're mounting on something, you had it like that, you can rotate the screen, or rotate the lens rather, so that way, having it like this, everything is still level to your point of view. It doesn't look cockeyed. So you can rotate that screen, which is a invaluable feature, and it gives you all the flexibility in the world here. And there's little marks up there so that you know where you are. Okay, everybody, so that's going to be the Camsports. This model here is this, the HD Extreme Max or Max Extreme, and like I said, it's a discontinued unit, but it offers a lot of stuff that other units on the market don't offer. And if you're looking to get one, I can wholeheartedly recommend Hatcams.com. I called them. There was a real knowledgeable, very friendly guy who stayed on the phone with me for a while answering all sorts of questions, and they got it out to me real fast, and yeah, they did a really good job. I'm very pleased with the service over there, and they still have these available if you're interested. Alright, any questions, just let me know. Thanks.